get hit. 0-2 count with 2 outs. Miller on first. And on third base is Walker the pitch. Breaking ball upstairs. 1-2. A delayed steal, and Miller's into second base safely. So Miller went with the old delayed steal, perhaps trying to get into a rundown. Arias popped up, took a look at third base. So runners on second and third with 2 away, a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch to Zamperone. Inside, and it's 2-2. Certainly a play that Nick Lops will work on with the group. He's the head coach at Southern Maine Community College. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch from Formas. Down low in the dirt, good block from Arias. Healthy secondary lead at third base from Walker, but he stays put. So the count works to 3-2. It's been a long inning so far for Formas. From 0-2, Zamperone has worked himself all the way back into a full count here. Runners on second and third with 2 away. 3 balls and 2 strikes the count. The payoff pitch. Down low, ball 4, and Zamperone comes all the way back to work the walk. So back-to-back walks with 2 outs have loaded the bases. And this will set up the stage for Brian Connolly as a meeting on the mound now for North Adams. See if this is all for Formas or if he will continue here. So Connolly's going to be the hitter. Bases loaded here for Sanford. Coming out in the on-deck circle now as well is Jacob Herring. A left-handed bat. He's in the spot of Albert De La Rosa. Currently, we'll see, though, how it all plays out. A right-hander is up in the bullpen for North Adams. Meeting the mound with the entire infield. Inning that started with a single from Nader Walker, who's advanced to third on the throwing error from Formas. Pop-up and a strikeout made quickly 2 away. But then back-to-back walks from Miller and Zamperone. So the conference is going to wrap up on the mound. Brian Connolly will dig in at the plate. Big spot in this game here at the top of the 6th. Maynard's trying to break it open and extend on their 3-1 lead. All 3 of their runs coming in the first 3 innings. Formas is going to work out of the stretch. It's Connolly wearing number 0. First pitch. On the outside corner for a strike. And it's 0-1. Connolly just completed his redshirt freshman season at Rhode Island. Started his college career with Wake Forest. 0-1 pitch. That's outside, a ball and a strike. Formas was ahead of Zamperone 0-2. For Nick worked out a couple patient takes to come back and earn the walk. Right-hander throwing in the North Adams bullpen. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Connolly fans on that one, so it's 1-2. Mariners have had a lot of traffic on the bases every inning except for the 5th. Left 5 runners on base so far. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Base is full of Mainers. Formas set. Kicks and deals. Fly foul. They'll get out of play on the first base side. Got underneath the screen at the very top of the roof. So it drops in for a souvenir. Count holds on to the ball with 2 strikes. Good speed in the bases as well, especially at first base from Zamperone. A ball in the gap. Good through the bases. Here's the 1-2. Way high. Nice lunging grab there by Arias, who had to pop up out of the crouch. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Margin for error becomes even smaller for Formas. Two and 2 the count. Formas looking in for the sign. It's the one he wants from Arias. Here's the pitch. Connolly hits a high pop fly back of first base. Stang into foul ground will make the catch and close out the inning. So in the frame, no runs on one hit, and the base is left loaded. We have played 5.5. It's 3-1 Mainers on 104.3 FM, the Mainers Radio Network.
Are you ready to find a place to call your own, or just looking to downsize to one-floor affordable living without leaving Maine? Then contact Kathy Soames, owner of Mobile Home Brokers Unlimited. A family-owned company since 1984, Mobile Home Brokers has been making home ownership accessible, hassle-free, and enjoyable for everyone. They've earned a reputation as Maine's #1 trusted dealer in pre-owned and brand-new in-park manufactured home sales. Kathy and her staff assist buyers every step of the way, from finding the ideal home to understanding park options, financing, and navigating paperwork. Mobile Home Brokers will negotiate the best terms on your new in-park home purchase while ensuring fairness and transparency. Do you have a house to sell? They can help with that too. So stop throwing your hard-earned money away on high rents and invest in the peace of mind that comes with home ownership. Go to mobilehomebroker.com. That's mobilehomebroker.
Cats batting order. First pitch to Woody is upstairs. The fastball 1-0. Woody so far today ground up to shortstop in the first, struck out looking in the third. That was his at-bat against Brennan Rumpf. Mainers with the bases loaded in the top of the frame, could not score. This one fisted foul first base side, 1-1 count on Woody. Rumpf has been excellent in relief so far, making his first appearance of the summer. 5 strikeouts across 3 innings. Allowed just 1 hit and 2 base runners, both of those coming last frame. 2 out walk and a double. 1-1 pitch, misses upstairs, 2 balls and a strike to Woody. Kevin Brown expected to get the ball tomorrow for Sanford when he starts against Keene. Two-one pitch. Misses down low, and it's 3 balls in the strike. Be Woody, Stevenson, and Colella, the third baseman. These scheduled hitters here in the frame. The 3-1. There's a high pop fly, first base out of the play and foul. Count runs full 3-2. Mentioned pregame, this is a rematch of the NECBL quarterfinals last year. Series that went the full 3 games. Sanford coming out on top, defeating North Adams. 2 teams that played quite a bit last year. Here's the 3-2. This one hit in the air, out to left center field, hit pretty well. Drifting back out there is Zamparo near the track. He makes a running grab as Nick tracks it down for the first out. So Woody gave it a run, but Zamparo got it in plenty of room. So here is Sean Stevenson with 1 out.
Next up for your Cats is number 28, Sean Stevenson.
Against North Adams last year, Mainers went 6-3 against the Steeple Cats, including postseason play. Went 2-2 here in North Adams. First pitch to Stevenson, misses down low, 1-0. That one postseason loss was here a 4-3 victory for North Adams. Mainers took the bread games in that series. Games 1 and 3, 9-1 and 3-1. A 1 pitch. Inside, twisting out of the way is Stevenson. It's a ball in the strike. Sean so far 0 for 2. Strikeout swinging in the first. And grounded out to second in the fourth. Day that started out pretty rainy. Start time pushed back an hour, but it's turned into a pretty nice day for baseball. There's a check swing. Fastball away, and the count's 1-2 as he went around. Or 2-1 rather now, as the home plate umpire adjusts the count. So 2-1 count to Stevenson.
Please, folks, no standing inside the grandstand. Keep it moving or sit
Here's
down,
the pitch.
please.
This one flat foul on the third baseline. Carpenter will drift over and give it a look, but it gets out of play for the roof of the concession stand. And now it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls and 2 strikes to count to Stevenson with 1 out here in the 6th inning. The pitch. Line drive right back up the middle. Zamperone drifting back. It's going to be over his head. It's going to roll out to deep center field. Zamperone will track it down. Stevenson around first base. He'll cruise into second. And he's got himself a stand-up double with 1 out in the 6th inning. 5th hit of the game for North Adams. Just the 2nd off Rumpf. Both have been for extra bases. And here is Matthew Colella. That ball was blistered off the bat. Zamperone looked like a half step in. And those are the hardest ones to read when it's hit so hard and so low. Straight at you. Tough to tell exactly how far that ball will travel. It messes with your depth perception. That one misses down low. 1-0 count to Colella. 1 for 2 so far today. Single run scored in the 2nd. Struck out swing in the 4th. 1-0 pitch. A check swing. He went around, says the home plate umpire. And the count's 1-1. So 1-1 count to Colella. Clifton, Virginia native is Colella. Playing for the Lafayette Leopards. This one cued off the end of the bat down toward first. Perez over there will flip to Rumpf. Covering and the ball gets away. Heading down. Colella coming home. Go to the plate. It's not in time and that gets away. Down to second base goes Colella. And it's going to be a 3-2 ball game. What turned into a messy play for the Mainers. Ground ball with what looked like a dictionary's worth of English on it toward Perez, who scooped it up cleanly. It took him well off the base. His underhand flipped to first. Got away from Rumpf, who came over to counter, and then Rumpf's throw home sailed over Coleman. So they're going to score it a double E1. First E1 that allows Colella to reach, and the second E1 that gets him to second base. So no RBI for Colella. Stevenson comes home to score the play, though, and it's a 1-run ball game, 3-2, as Colton Lawrence comes out to visit the mound. Pitching coach for Sanford out to talk with Brennan Rumpf. A quick conversation, and he's back to the dugout. Lawrence, his first season with the Mainers staff, assistant coach at St. Joe's College in Maine. Terrific pitching career for Southern Maine in his playing days. So here's Parker Cabello. Fly out to right and ground to third. Takes the first pitch in the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. So the tying run is now in scoring position. Oh, 1 pitch. This one chopped down to short. Connolly got a high hop. Fires across in first base in time. And there are 2 away. Staying put at second is Colella. Well, you talk about a friendly bounce. That was almost a little too friendly. Caught the lip of the grass. And Connolly had to jump to gather it in.
Next up for your Cats,
but set his feet and threw out Cabello. So here is Owen Arias. Single on the strikeouts for him so far today. He is 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch, a wave and a miss. And the count's 0-1. Two outs here in the 6th inning. North Adams has scored once. Swing and a miss there. It's 0-2 as Rumpf continues to attack in the strike zone. 4th inning relief. Made 1 start for Maine this year. He's been pounding the strike zone, though. He's not falling behind too many hitters. Head 0-2 here. Couple shakes of the head. Gets the one he wants. 0-2 pitch. Inside and hit him. And he's going to get first base. As the Mariners dugout protesting that he made no attempt to move out of the way of that one. You know, anytime a call goes against you like that, one of the ones you don't see too often.
Next up for your Cats is number 10, Nicholas.
You don't want the same call. At least somewhat similar situation. So a hit by pitch. Runners on first and second with 2 outs as Arias works out the free trip to first base after an 0-2 count. First pitch is strike to Nick Lobello, the center fielder, who has been caught looking on strikes twice. Once in the second against the starter Alfred Mucciaroni, and once in the fourth against Rumpf. This one a check swing. He went around, and once again, Rumpf is ahead in the count. It's 0-2. Oh, and 2 count. Both runners going to go. The pitch is just down low with a fastball, 1-2. Rumpf was a little shocked that pitch wasn't called a strike, but both runners a successful double steal. And now the tying runs at third. The go-ahead run at second here in the 6th. 1-2 with 2 outs. Right-hander deals. Down in the dirt. Good stop from Coleman. And it's 2-2. Charlie Hendricks is continuing to throw for the Mainers. Top of the order, Nelfi Lopez is on deck. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2. Tapper outside of third, and it's foul ball off the front foot, looks like, of Lobello in the batter's box. So he continues the fight at home plate. Pitch number 6, the at-bat coming up.
I'm going to swap out.
Two balls, 2 strikes again to the New York City native, Nicholas Lobello. 2-2 pitch. This one hammered down the left field line, but that'll twist way foul. As boy, Lobello gave that one a ride. But hooked it well past the pole. So it's nothing but a long strike instead for Rumpf. Be a 7th pitch of the at-bat now. 2-2 again. Rumpf comes set. Deep breath from the hill. The pitch. Fastball. Called third strike. He got him. Rumpf fired up as he comes off the mound. He strands a couple runners. Gets his 6th strikeout of the ball game. But in the inning, the Steeplecats get one closer, 1 run on 1 hit, 2 errors, and 2 runners left at the end of 6 innings of play. 3-2 Mainers in front on 104.3 FM, the Mainers Radio Network.
For 30 years, Sanford Sound has been turning up the volume in southern Maine and giving back to the community they call home. Don't miss the 3rd annual Barbecue and Cruise-In to benefit Sweetster programs right here in York County. Saturday, June 20th from 11 till 3 at Sanford Sound, 1438 Main Street, right on the Rotary. Classic cars, great food, music, and community spirit, all for mental health awareness close to home. Sanford Sound, 30 years loud and still giving back.
To the top of the 7th inning here from North Adams. As Mainers and the Steeplecats, we got a good one so far. Mainers in front 3-2. Steeplecats got one closer in the bottom of the 6th. Another unearned run after a couple errors. But a 3-2 ball game and a new pitcher into the contest for North Adams as they go back to the bullpen here. So the new pitcher here into this game will go to the right-hander here, Jacob Foster from Bristow, Virginia. Another one of the portal players for North Adams. So he will come in to work here in the 7th inning. Foster is the fourth pitcher to work. Garrett Gates started. He went 3. Steven Sams went 2. Sam Formas went 1 inning relief. And now Foster's turn to work in the ball game, the right-hander.
Your attention, please. North Adams has made a pitching change.
So the Bristow, Virginia native,
From Bristol,
one of
Virginia,
many portal players.
Jacob Foster.
So we come in to face 3, 4, and 5 in the Mariners batting order. They'll start with Jacob Herring here. Foster pitched at Mount St. Mary's this past season. So the right-hander faces Herring, who comes in for his first at bat here. Herring came in as the defensive replacement. Took over at second base. Brian Connolly moved to shortstop.
Up number 3, Jacob Herring.
So De La Rosa's day ends after a couple doubles and a strikeout. First pitch, a high fastball. Misses outside to Herring. Plays at Salve Regina University. A powerhouse in Division III. This one ripped to right field, looking down, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Falling in front of Woody. And Herring starts off the day with a base hit. Against right-hand batters during the season, right-hand pitchers rather, Herring batted .429. Against lefties, it dropped to just .186. So a guy who's certainly had a terrific year when it all evened out, but really hits right-handed pitching very well. As here's Troy Carpenter. First pitch to Carpenter, this one flying foul, first base out of the play. And the count is 0-1. Carpenter played for Seahawks team that was ranked for 4th in the nation for most of the year for Salve Regina. Finished 42-8 in the year. This one a hit on the ground to second base. Flip to second, there's one. Fire to first from Lopez. In time, a double play. 4-6-3. As Herring's base hit quickly erased. And now there are 2 away in the inning.
Next up, number 25.
Just hit it a little too hard. Got a one-hop right at Cabello, the second baseman. And a pretty easy turn in the middle there for Lopez. Went back to Salve Regina. 42-8, and went 15-2 in the NUMAC. Finished first in their conference there. Herring certainly played no small role in that. First pitch. This is there to Stephen Krause, the hitter. Counts now 1-0. Herring batted .388 at Salve Regina this season. 13 extra base hits as Krause cuts and misses. And the count's 1-1. Transfer from Hofstra at the Division I level, where he played in 2025. Appeared in just 19 games for Hofstra. 1-1 pitch to Krause. And one misses outside. 2 balls and a strike. Steven so far today is 1 for 3. Ground out to second. A single in the third and a flat to left in the fifth. 2-1 pitch. Fly foul out play over the third base dugout. And the count's 2-2. So it looks like Brennan Rumpf's day may be done after 4 innings of relief. As Charlie Hendricks has been throwing for a couple innings now. Continues to throw a little more in earnest now. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Misses down and in with a breaking ball. And the count's 3-2 on Krause. So works the count full, 3-2 for the left-hand batter. Payoff pitch. Rolled over down toward first, but that'll drift away in foul territory. Krause has played in a couple different summer teams. Played for the Newark Pilots, Perfect Game Collegiate League in 2024, Maryland Senators in 2025. This one misses outside, and he works out a walk. So a 2-out base runner for the Mainers after the double play ball. And here is Nader Wachter, who's got himself a multi-hit game so far. A couple singles and a flat to right as well, 2 for 3. Picked up an RBI as well in his first single, drove in the Mainers' third run. It's been kind of a flip story from their first two games for Sanford. Both of those first two, they trailed 4-0 and tried to mount comeback attempts. One successful, one not so much. That one's upstairs 1-0. But here, climbed up to a 3-1 lead after the third. Still in front 3-2, trying to keep it. See if Wachter can extend on it. 1-0 pitch on the inside corner for a strike with a breaking ball, 1-1. So 1-1 count against Foster here. This one misses up and in, and the count goes to 2-1. 30 1/3 innings of work on the year for Foster. 5.64 ERA, 12 appearances, 3 of them starts. 4-1 record for the right-hand pitcher. 2-1. Misses down low, and it's 3-1. 24 walks to 23 strikeouts in his career over 3 years now, and 96 2/3 innings. 79 walks to 71 strikeouts. So a guy who is known to issue the free pass at times. The 3-1 pitch. This one hit in the air, out to center field. Labello take a couple steps in, reaches up and makes the catch to close out the top of the 7th inning. For the Mainers in the frame, no runs on 1 hit and a runner left aboard. Stretch time now from Joe Wolf Field after 6.5. It's 3-2 Mainers on 104.3 FM, the Mainers Radio Network.
Big Fish Fence Supply in Sanford makes buying fence supplies a painless process with an experienced sales staff and buys direct from the manufacturer. And we pass those savings on to you. Big Fish now offers Catalyst Fence Solutions, the leading American manufacturer with a lifetime warranty on fencing systems. Big Fish Fence Supply will deliver anywhere in York County. Go to bigfishfence.com for products and information. Big Fish Fence and Catalyst Fence Solutions, changing the way the world fences.
Well, the new pitcher into the ball game for the Mainers here in the 7th inning. It is the right-hander Charlie Hendricks. Just finished up his freshman season at Georgetown. And a pitch here in the 7th. So Brennan Rumpf, his day comes to a close. A pretty strong outing for him. 4 innings in relief. He surrendered just 2 hits, 1 run. It was unearned. Although the error on the play that caused the run was his. He walked 1 and struck out 6. So good swing and miss stuff from Rumpf. 4 of his 6 strikeouts were looking, so that's impressive as well, his ability to locate the fastball. Seems like most of his strikeouts were on the heater to be able to catch their batters looking. So back to the top of the order for Nelfi Lopez here. He will face Hendricks, the 6'1", 170 freshman. For Georgetown this year, 11 appearances, 7 of them starts, 35 2/3 innings. 2-1 record, a 6.81 ERA. He was warming up for a couple innings down in the pen. Take over here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Number 31, Charlie Hendricks.
It's true freshman season. His NCAA debut with 3 1/3 innings against Maryland on just 1 earned run. Picked up his first collegiate win against the Penn State team on March 10th. Career high 5 2/3 innings for him is his longest start of the season. So he will face the top of the order. 3 runs on 12 hits, 3 errors for Sanford, 2 of them coming on 1 play. 2 runs, 5 hits, and 2 errors for North Adams here in this ball game. Mainers trying to hold on. 1-1 so far on the season. North Adams, their first game of the 2026 campaign. Here in the 7th inning, we'll take a look around the ACBL, the out-of-town scoreboard. After busy nights of action. As Nelfi Lopez leads things off. A single and a ground out for him so far today. He's 1 for 2. Also worked a walk in there as well. Steps into the left side against Hendricks.